All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off and running from Western New York. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a James Cook touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown. It's a good game of football.
Bass now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And that's good for a gain of 5. Dax Hill up for the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 14. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Running right is Pacheco. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Cut by Hunt. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's Pacheco on third. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kip, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. Room to the right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 13-0 lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Extra point up and good for Bass. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it's stopped short of the 1st. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down throw, Mahomes. He throws a bullet down the left side. He's got it inside the 10. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. Short pass brought in.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Connects with Cook. And he has it up toward... We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They start out with a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete to Coleman. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he drives this forward to the 6. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Another one for Cook. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Dax Hill up for the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to Pacheco here on second. Finds a big lane. Room inside the 10. And they take this in for the score. The Chiefs face a 4-point deficit. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shakir in motion right. Here's Allen. Forced out to his right. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game. Bass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line. Back-to-back carries here. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line. First down, and they go right back to him. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Mahomes. Has it at the 7. And he drives this forward to the 6. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw Mahomes. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Back to the air, Mahomes. He's got it. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Another throw for Mahomes. Has it in close. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Butker to try the point after. And the kick is good. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. Allen to throw. He's got Khalil Shakir. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that sack is a reminder why these offensive tackles get paid what they get paid and get drafted where they get drafted, because to block the defensive ends in this league, well, it's no fun.
Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I try to remind you a time or two, kid, that you always got to start the read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
And this one doesn't go far. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchpad. Here comes the final play of our first half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. To the sideline and brought in by Worthy. And he crosses midfield before going out. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll run Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
This throw is cut. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm in a nice little game.
Touchdown, Kansas City! Butker to try the point after. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Chiefs take the lead on that successful kick. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Again, it's Cook. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Bills get it back on his 6th interception of the season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off of the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Cook calls it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he gets him around 6 there. Christian Fulton, the one to bring him down. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. This is Cook. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Rolling left, buying some time. He slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Now Allen going to the air. He brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Josh Allen, the touchdown. And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for 2. Allen looking to throw this. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass. And sometimes it simply doesn't work.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Here's Mahomes now. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a lead just before the end of the third. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take a slim 2-point lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, that's exactly how a defense should adapt as the play progresses. They blanketed everybody in coverage, but still kept all eyes on the quarterback to keep him from breaking containment. He got out for no gain, but that feels like a sack for those defenders.
Second and 10 now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how...
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Here's what I know. I know this one, Kate, from personal experience. After this one's over, QB, well, he's going to spend some time in that cold tub because he's been in so much time on the ground, taking a beating today. This offensive line, this offense has got to find a way to protect the passer.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. This QB will just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
First down throw for Allen. On the move, headed right. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller.
Oh, no, the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down. But I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Ball at the 33 for first down. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Gets a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's able to drive up past the 40. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on third down.
just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution was pretty well done, too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. They did it! He made the interception! That's Cole Bishop! And he's gonna go! It's a pick six! Late in the game, Brock, the lead, and if this holds, the win are theirs off the biggest play we've seen all game defensively.
Okay, by this point in the game, you're spent physically, but as defenders, you've got to be at your sharpest mentally. Get caught off guard, and this game could be over. Catch them.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. Offense up to the line fast. Here we go, 2nd and 9. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down, it's Mahomes. That's brought in by Hunt. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Working quickly here. Again, Mahomes to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Bills get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Cook. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe you can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
2nd down, Allen throwing again. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's complete inside the 35. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Another one for Cook. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Here's Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Has it down close. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.